Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and I'm now, for simplicity's sake, probably just gonna fast travel us to a spot where I know we should be able to fly away. I was certain that I could fly off of the astronomy tower. Grump, grump, grump. I really thought that I could.
Try riding a hippogriff.
I do vastly prefer riding the brooms compared to hippogriff riding, that's for sure. And we haven't even properly gotten to that point yet. So I have quite a bit to do before we get to there. And man, I'm really good at doing what I said that I'd do in regard to how I'm getting to places. That has been my pattern of late, certainly. Let's see though.
If you lean forward on your broom.
I should be able to just pop down real quick, just get into the courtyard, and then we'll be off. Going down to Feldcroft, and we'll check out what is happening with the next bit of flying stuff that Imelda has for us as well. I probably should have just kept going down the same stairs there. Whoopsie. Well, I just went a little bit more complicatedly than I needed to. Par for the course for me, honestly. Alright. So, we are gonna go south. So, take advantage of being able to go right by the Great Hall there. And a nice evening view over the Highlands. And for simplicity's sake, actually, before I forget, oops, I wanted, well, can see all that we're going to be doing. That's where Feldcroft is. Irondale, that is going to be where our that's where everything with Imelda's going to be. So we're going to go around that way. We could go, as you can see, there's a little dip there between ridges. We could go that way to go for getting down to both Irondale and Feldcroft. But I do want to do Imelda's stuff around Irondale first.
Revelio.
Have to remember I need to be making sure that I'm actually hitting Revelio so that we can see stuff. We really can see the impact of having a broader reach with Revelio, with how much is becoming visible. We do have both a Merlin trial and
Must have been quite stately in its time.
I may
a,
go to Hogsmeade later, stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that
a
we're
thing.
still running things.
An ancient magic thing. But I don't really feel like dealing with those dark wizards right now. I'm pretty well set on Broom and then Feldcroft. Oh, I missed. Come on. There we go. This is actually a very easy set of balloons to get, so the fact that I missed that one is rather embarrassing, to be honest. There we go. Now... Oops. That's right. I have to always remember. It's actually quite a loop around that you have to do. There is our... There's where Irondale itself is. Pretty close. Now... I have to just remember precisely where our illustrious Miss Reyes is.
Revelio.
I just realized I totally should have done it like this. How far off am I? Ah! I missed her. I knew it was close. I was doing the right thing by coming this way, but I just went a little far. I didn't cut in quite quickly enough. There we go. There she is.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the second best Slytherin.
I don't know what you mean by second best there, Imelda. I think I've proven that I can beat you already. So let's do it again.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Alright, change your mind about me?
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. Well, this
Okay.
is around and hope to be the best. I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Oh, you bet it.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
I don't remember her being this, down for me challenging her at this stage. Alright. There's the indication of where she
Getting the
would
hang
be.
of this. Brilliant.
And there we go. Ooh. Ah, there we go. Ah, shoot. She got ahead of me. At least her tracker did. This is actually a noticeably more difficult course because of how tight some of the turns you have to make.
I'd say that was acceptable.
I didn't miss that one, so that's big. There we go. And it's still actually kind of difficult to control your broom at this stage as well, so
I'm getting the hang of this.
that's actually the most difficult part of this particular one, I think. The fact that you still have to kind of work to control the broom. Oh, come on. There we go. I think we got her beat. And I didn't miss any this time, so perfect.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
Alright. Who's been put out by your talent?
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of our house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with merpeople. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course. Stop by when it's ready, if you can handle it.
We shall see, Imelda.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial.
Excuse you.
If you don't lose your nerve.
Alright. So that
To
one's
race
still
this
a
course
ways
again,
off.
Visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Alright. That is not what we will be doing, though. We will be going to In the Shadow of the Estate to meet with Sebastian. But you can see that
Revelio.
we basically covered a good chunk of this part of the map just by flying that course. I'm going to hit Feldcroft
This
to
looks intriguing.
get rid of the marker. I'm pretty sure if I just do this, it should get rid of the marker for me. Yep, there we go.
You'll enjoy your time in Irondale. Shame about Porrick's sister.
Okay. Well, you can tell that we have a Merlin trial. Right up there.
Revelio.
Right there. Lots of stuff to destroy. Oh, that is a landing platform. So let me get that quickly. Need to be better about actually hitting the landing platforms. I always forget about them. Nice. And then we'll just continue along to hit Feldcroft. But you can already see how much stuff there is down here that we haven't even remotely seen yet. Just slowly hitting a little bit of everything in a nice, fun manner.
I have a brother who works in Gringotts.
And that is Rookwood Castle there. And we'll be doing more around Rookwood Castle eventually. But I'm not rushing at all. Let's do this. Oh, hello. That could have been bad. Give me a way to climb on up.
Now I should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant.
But let's wait for Sebastian and see what's up.
You made it.
That I did.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
All right.
This way.
Oh. All right. Down we go.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight.
That's kind of understandable, to be honest.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
All right. Let's do it.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
No, it is not.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Yeah, I expect so.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I can definitely try.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
And it's a tricky position. I feel for Sebastian, I do. And this is where everything with Sebastian and Solomon, alongside everything that you're doing, is a big part of what would make a proper morality system in this game so effective. But I understand why they
That boy will
scrapped it.
fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I do understand.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Yeah. Sebastian does mean well, but he is capable of erring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
So terribly. I should not have moved myself yet. Rawr. I'm going to figure out the balance of this moving, of where I'm positioned on the screen eventually, everybody. I hope it's not too annoying.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
He's trying to do what's right.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
No, they shouldn't. I will agree with that, but...
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
And we've seen evidence of lots of drills and stuff
Up there,
elsewhere.
on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Oh, lovely. A leaping slam. A leaping close commander to the ground. Slam an airborne enemy with descendo. Alright, I think I need to give myself descendo then. Let's do that, and... Is it highlighting things that go well with it? Or no, okay. It's just, is it highlighting what I have on the individual? Huh, I don't know. That was weird. Oh, hello.
I will think you'll pay for that! How is this happening? Phone in the Rather up why he's coming back this way. There you are. Who do you think you are?
Okay, come on.
I won't rest. Let's get this over with.
There we go. Whoops. That was dumb of me. There we go.
You've made your last mistake.
There's the commander. Okay. Oh, hello.
How nice. Don't you try again, I beg
Wow.
you. I can do this for hours. Descender. Arrest the You don't know who you're saying. Why, stupid? Get away. Descender.
Oh, come on.
This is almost too easy. Descender. I won't rest until. Potato, why can't I hit you? No! Accio. Let me open. Stop it! Accio.
Come on. That was unnecessary of me.
Good for you.
Oh, come on. That was dumb. I hit Protego.
Some of it's taken out last week.
Come on. Oh my word. Come on. I am hitting...
Little moon calf.
Oh, come on. Really?
Off of me. Oh, that was meant for me.
Come on.
Not quite. Was that you?
Come on. Get your butt back over
Come
here.
here, you.
Really?
Not quite.
Come on.
Put me down.
There we go. My goodness.
I confess,
Huh.
that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Man. Do I need to repair this? That feels like I need to repair it. For some reason.
Revelio.
Let's get everything I can, though. Man. Well. That was definitely much more than what I expected. Let me... yeah.
Repairer.
Huh. Interesting. Not sure I would have expected being able to do that. Ah, I knew there was a Wiggenweld down here further. Excellent. Oh my goodness. Ah, itchy eye. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. It's fine. I know where I'm going. It all works out. Alright, hey Sebastian.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Yeah, that does seem like they were trying to hide something.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
All right.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
A Hogwarts professor, you say? That certainly looks familiar.
Revelio.
Does look like I've ventured a little further than what it wants me to just yet. So I guess I'll pop down to the purple area.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Revelio.
And that is weaponry.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
All right. Up we go then. That clearly is the next step. And now we can really see how much we recognize here.
This well looks familiar.
That it does. And I believe it's just up there on that ridge that, or possibly there, either there or there, that the keepers would have
Revelio.
done some work.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
All right.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Yep. That is definitely intentional. And what reason could there be with a well, presumably this would seem to be a magical portrait that's been damaged, or so it may seem. What's the point of damaging a magical portrait other than to prevent the subject from being visible?
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
All right.
Confringo! Huh, a stairwell.
Yes, indeed. And a bed. Telling of the era. With the bed. Ooh, hello, double snare. Let's,
Lumos.
do what we can to not be overtaken by Devil's Snare while we're
Why
down
bother
here.
blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
But where's the first one? Ah, there's the first one. Isadora Morganach, journal entry 1 of 7. It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors even some of our own healers are doing all they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Indeed. Another. I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Well, let's see here. This feels... there should be more to do here. Where do I go? Where do I go? Oops. That's what I want.
Confringo!
There we go.
Lumos. You're not going to believe this.
Oh boy.
I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Nope, not that.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
All right.
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
So, I guess we're going back to the Undercroft to finish off the episode. There we are.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
And that definitely matches the runes we've seen so far.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
All right.
I'll be in touch. Till then.
Well then, everybody. That feels like a perfect spot to finish off this episode. We can see what else we have in store for us next time. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming. Oh wait, hold on.
Meet me near the ruins of Feldcroft Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Okay, there's our next main story. Anything else? Okay. So again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out, and follow the links in the description to the Facebook page and Discord server so you can join the conversation. But until next time, everybody, this is your Game Professor signing off. I will see you then.